What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today we're going to be taking a first impressions look at a game called Gangs of Space. Now Gangs of Space is a MMO What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD. Welcome to the channel. Hey, today we're going to be taking a first impressions look at Gangs of Space. Now, Gangs of Space is a massively multiplayer rogue shmup, and I have no idea what that term means, where gangs of players compete for the conquest of the galaxy. Now, this is a free-to-play game that's on Steam right now, and it is in early access. But again, don't need to pay anything. On the tags, it's got multiplayer listed. It is an MMO. It's co-op, online co-op, and there's cross-platform play if you want to play on consoles, and there's controller support as well. Now on the Steam store page I see a bunch of different packs, and these look like they sell ships and ship skins and whatever, but you know, released in August of last year, August 2017, by Little Big MMO, that's the developer and the publisher. I've actually not heard a whole lot about this game, and I have no idea what it entails. I just know that, you know, it's kind of reminds me of like a bullet hell type of game where you can build a ship and you can create ships and, you know, take them on battles and stuff. Now, let's spend about 10, 15, 20 minutes seeing what the opening is like as a new player, and that's what exactly I am. So anyway, this is the menu after you have signed in or linked your Steam account. It's telling me to build my first ship. So first of all, you'll need to build a ship. And build a G-Meter R. It's an all-around decent fighter. I guess that's a spaceship of some sort, and I can have 2 slots now. I'm just going to click that, and there you go. So you can build your first ship. Other stuff will locked, and I guess that's going to come later when you get more money or whatever. So let's go ahead and hit that. And okay, you could build it or buy a level 10 for 20,000 credits. That thing looks like. Now your ships do have stats from what I can see. Structure 10,000, energy 10,000, full speed is 280. You got back speed and rotation as well. You got 2 turrets. So there's crew slots and cargo slots. I mean, this is pretty interesting now. So let's go ahead and build this. And oh, so the whole thing that I was looking at, that was my mothership. That's pretty interesting. So I can click the undock button, and now I can fight. So here's some controls. WASD to move around. Oh, okay, I gotta move. Let's undock again. Alright, WASD to move around. Mouse to aim and shoot. Okay, so oh, there we go. And at the top of the panel you can see that I do have an experience bar of some sort. Oh, I gotta move to the gate. Oh, I see. So this gate, if you look at the minimap in the top right, it tells me that this portal is going to take me to T1 systems, which is a level 1 to 4 area, and down that to the south east, that's a level 5 to 8 area. So pretty interesting. On the left side you'll see a bunch of objectives. I had hit level 10 with my starter ship, collect 240,000 DNA, and kill 500 deviants in total. So let's go ahead and enter this portal. And we are warping. So I mean, it's got some really cool space type mechanics that you probably will be familiar with from other games, but I just kind of like it. Alright, conquer a zone. Your goal is to stay in the colored zones to conquer the whole system and gain credits and ranks in the process. So other players cannot hit you. You should play with them. It makes the conquest more fun. So here's a conquer zone. Oh, here we go. Here's some enemies. And this was the arcade style bullet hell that I was talking about. And I'm just flying over stuff. I don't know if that was bombs or anything, but I do have health. And let me just go and see what those are. Okay, those are bombs. I should not be picking those up. I mean, my immediate instinct was to go and pick it up. Okay. Ooh, wow. That is a lot of ships, man. Alright. So, okay, avoid the orange balls. I do wish they'd get rid of the tutorial panel thing there, the icons. Be hard to see. Okay, so you always want to stay in this red zone here, because that's what you're trying to conquer. And you can see that I'm capturing the zone in a small panel right next to where it says Conquer a Zone. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I mean, if you have the money, and assuming you go to the Steam store page and you buy one of their packs or whatever, you can get some decent ships right off the bat, so you won't have to start with this starter ship. But then again, I am in a tutorial. Alright, so now I'm capturing the zone. So it does move on if you're in this red colored box here. If you get out of this, then you know it's gonna pause the capturing. Okay, the trick is to aim ahead of the ship, by the way. Like, I've been just trying to tail them, which is a terrible idea. Alright, aim ahead of their flight path and you should be able to hit them. I mean, the AI is pretty easy at the moment, but again, I'm guessing that, you know, there could be bigger or badder enemies out there. And I wonder if there's PvP. Oh, you can zoom in. That's good. So I guess later on, if there is indeed ship customization or whatever, this can be fun. Okay, and I've just captured the territory from the looks of it, because the red zone is now completely missing. Okay, so I guess we'll go get another zone. I mean, I'm pressing shift here, but there's no sprint or anything. So let's go ahead and capture this zone. It took me about 3 to 4 or 5 minutes to capture the first zone, but you know, it reflects right there at the top. You'll see that I am halfway to level 2, and that comes from a bunch of things, from killing and from just staying in here to capture. Ooh, press E to... Okay, so there was some loot there that I had to press E to reel in. So that's an interesting mechanic as well. So there you go, another one. I'm just gonna hit E, and I've just picked that up. So how do I open my inventory? There we go. I just hit I. So in my cargo bay, I've got blue screen. And this one is just a basic shield, and I guess I can toggle that by opening my inventory, which is I. And yeah, you get to see a ship. You can move your thing around. Later on, I guess cruise and whatever is going to make the ship a lot better. Alright, let's go do one more. I'm almost at level 2. I guess this one's going to be it. Judging by the size of this area and what the meter looks like, I mean, the bigger the conquer zone, the slower it's going to take, or the longer it's going to take. But that means there's like more enemy ships that you want to fight. Now, in terms of the combat itself, obviously, you know, you're gonna progress. And oh, look at that! Actually, you know what? The graphics for this, when you come by and look at the suns, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, it has that isometric, you know, bullet hell type game. Obviously, the ship customization will probably be popular with a lot of folks who like, you know, space combat sims or whatever. But as I was saying, you know, if you... Okay, so here we have a new type of enemy ship. That one's easy to die, but I'm guessing their bombs are going to hurt a lot. But it's back to my point here about the combat, you know. Very early on, you only have one ship, and you only got one ability. It may look and seem repetitive, if that is something you want to avoid. So here we go, I've just leveled up. Press this button to choose a new subsystem for your ship. It will either provide stat bonuses or an ability that I can activate. Alright, so I'll do that as soon as I capture this Conquest zone. Just want to get rid of all these guys. I wonder if I'm still in the tutorial or not, because even though I am taking damage, it does replenish over time. Like, I do see it replenishing. So I can't exactly see how long more I've got to capture this zone, because the level up tooltip or whatever is kind of blocking it. Can I move that? No. So yeah, I can't actually see if I'm capturing this or not. So I'm just gonna hit level up. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna get a... Oh, I can make a choice between an engine Mark II, which gives me better item drops, or a hull MK3, which is gonna give me a better shield and stuff, and then Rafale, which is speed and fire rate. Ooh, I'd probably go for the better item drop there and then hit validate. So when you level up, you can get new you know, skills or stats for your ship, which is pretty interesting or pretty fun if you like that aspect of customization, whatever. So let's go on. Let's get to another conquer zone. So this is a really tiny conquer zone. I mean, on the store page, you know, it did say you can play with other players. I haven't really seen anybody. On the right side, you can see there is a leaderboard of some sort, player ladder, but it looks like I'm the only one in here. So I am on Sector 1, Ishker, and there's just one remaining SP to conquer, I guess, which is probably this one. So and since this is such a small one, look at the capture. It goes by really quick, and I'm fighting level 1 miners at the moment. Problem is I don't know, you know, who the miners are or whatever. Ooh, look, G duel, whatever that is. So let's try and use some stuff. I'm gonna hit that. So I'm a level 2 gem eater. Alright, so my rate of fire is slower now because I put on that new gun. So this is my first one, and that's faster, right? But that does, where's the damage? Damage, 31. And this one does 38. So it's heavier, it's slower, and that's how you upgrade, folks. So the more you play, the more zones you go to conquer. Alright, I'm in Sector 2 for me now. But yeah, the more zones you go and try to conquer, I guess the better the loot. And again, my ship leveled up and I did pick a specific loot that said give me better drops. Ooh, look at that. I lost a whole lot of health there from these big ships. Okay, another G duel. Already had one of those. Almost there. This is a small one. Alright, we got this sector too, and there's like 15 to go in this sector. So basically your progressions is really much going to be like, you know, moving from space sector to space sector, and just conquering zones and whatever. Other than that, looking at the bottom right, you do have abilities as well. You can slot one in here for the right click, you can slot one in there for space, and then you have a number 2, which is warp to mother base, I guess, to do your upgrades and change ship and whatever. Alright, let's look at some of the other panels. We've got settings F10 here. You can see, you can just change a whole bunch of stuff. There's graphics as well. I mean, I'm on fantastic graphics right now, but it really doesn't take a lot to run this game because it's pretty easy or simple. That's the controls for you if you want to change that. Moving on, we've got bug report and a subsystems codex. Basically, I guess everything that you run across, this is going to create a codex of items in here, because, you know, some of these are space sci-fi type terms that, you know, players will probably not understand or whatever, so you can come in here and look that up for your ship and stuff. You have your gang, which is basically you can create a guild or a gang here. That's for up to 10 players in case you guys want to go out and shoot stuff together. Could be pretty fun. And ship and cargo, that's basically that button, but again, that's your eye panel. And navigation, oh, from here, instead of, you know, looking for the portals manually, you can just warp stuff here. So looking at that, we have a tier 6 down there, which is, it goes all the way down to tier, okay, I see. So you can level up to like level 20 in this game, and then you can do the end game content, which seems to be Apples and Mighty Majoris and stuff like that, where probably where the players are. You can see what the conquest percentage is, 74 in some of these, and in the late game 23% on the Era Seti 6, which I guess is where players are. So that's pretty interesting. Oh, and that's how you see that there's players around. So there's one player there, another player there. Not a whole lot players on, judging by you know, just looking at this screen here. So there's about the total of about 4 players playing this game right now. So player base isn't that great. And then you got the overview tab. Ooh, you can autopilot if you want, which is just basically gonna fly there. And that is it. That is Space Gangs for you, ladies and gents. And you know, it's been what, 15 minutes now. I'll tell you what, playing this game solo, if you really got nothing to do. Could be fun. I don't know if you like that, if you like how it plays, the top-down bullet hell type gameplay. Pretty easy to control, WSD. Decent graphics, I suppose. Doesn't take a whole lot to run. Now, if you have friends, on the other hand, that's gonna bump up your enjoyment, obviously, because you're shooting things together. You can coordinate on Discord and whatever, just have some fun. Other than that, the progression systems, it's all about getting the loot and everything. But it's a free-to-play game, early access. If you go buy one of the packs, you'll probably get better stuff. So, hey, I kind of like it, but it's not for me. The content is kind of repetitive. You're going around just shooting stuff. And there's not much to do besides just going around and conquering. Now, if they added in some missions or some quests or even some story, just by a little bit, doesn't have to be a whole lot more. But at this current state, it's just kind of empty right now, even though some aspects are very good. So anyway, if you want to go check it out, it's on Steam. Just search Space Gangs and you should find it. So hit the like button if you enjoyed this first impressions, and subscribe to MMOSWORLD for more content like this and weekly news recaps. So, as ever, I'm Adrian from MMOSWORLD, signing out.